Welcome to the how-to video for creating a template in Word. For the purposes of this example, I am going to create a two-page brochure. I'm working in Word 2007 on a PC, so if you're in 2007 or newer, the controls will be identical or similar to mine. They should also be similar on a Mac. If you're in an older version of Word, all the same controls are there, but you will need to research where to find a few of them. It's very easy with a quick Google search. Let's start by opening the toolkit, which I've already done, and go to Customize Your Toolkit. Inside of here, let's go to Build a Brochure. Let's go to Working Files, Word Files, and then let's go ahead and click on Box Culvert and Two-Page Brochure. If any of that seemed confusing to you, I've made a second how-to video for navigating the toolkit, which I strongly encourage you to review. After reviewing the instructions, you'll see that step 1 is inserting your logo. The logo goes in this white box here, so let's go ahead and insert a logo. I'm going to click Insert here at the top of the screen, and then Picture. And then I'm going to have to navigate to where my logo is. I know I've already saved mine at the ready on the desktop. And let's go ahead and go into my Box Culvert Brochure folder. And there's the NPCA logo. So just double click and the logo's inside of here. Now we need to be able to resize and move this around. So let's go ahead at the top of the screen to the right this time, go to Text Wrapping, move it in front of the text, and now this is able to be moved around. So let's go ahead and size it for that box by grabbing the corner and dragging it down. Move it over. And that looks just about right. Now I can shift it a little bit to the right or to the left using the arrow keys on my keyboard. And if I want even more finite movements, I hold Control and then the arrow keys, and that'll give me short little nudges. That looks like it's about centered. With that done, I can move on to the company information. Here, under product name, I'm going to work with Box Culverts, so I'm going to highlight that and simply do exactly that. Rename it Box Culverts. You can call this whatever you like. Right below the header, there's a little bit of space for you to provide a little bit of copy that will explain what your company offers, what this brochure is going to be about, or whatever else you want to provide right here. The next step is to customize the rest of this page. Each of these 4 squares are able to be replaced with pictures. I'm going to go ahead and do that. To do that, I'm simply going to double click on the square, and you'll see that change my menu at the top here, and I'm going to change the picture. Again, I've got my pictures at the ready, so I'm just going to go ahead and start clicking these pictures and inserting them. You'll see that by changing the picture, it automatically sizes my picture to fit the box that was already there. I can do that for each of the other 3 squares. Now I've got my 4 pictures inserted. For the purposes of this document, I'm simply going to label the 4 best attributes of box culverts, in my opinion. So I'll go with strength, durability, ease of install, and quality control. So instead of titles, that's what I'll fill in here, starting with strength, durability, ease of install, and lastly, quality control. Now under each of these headers I could fill in a little bit more information. For example, strength. Precast concrete box culverts are the strongest product out there, or whatever you want to highlight here. If you want to do 4 different products, you could simply put in 4 different products, change your header up here to something more generic, and then fill in the title as the different products and information about each of those products. And that's it for page 1. On page 2, you'll find more text that you can customize about your company, your product, your quality control, or whatever it is you want to say in this document. If you're struggling for words or content, use your website, already existing pieces, coworkers, or anything that's been written already, and you can certainly find information to fill in this area. On the right side, you'll see an area that's for a case study. This is a perfect place for a case study if you have one. If you don't, use a more basic project profile. All the information you need is probably around your office between your coworkers, paperwork, or write-ups you've already done. The best thing to include is a quote from a client. Nothing speaks better to your product or to a potential customer than endorsement from one of their peers. Just give a good customer a call and ask for a sentence or 2 about why they like your product. It's that easy. In order to access the case study, you need to get into the header of the page. There's two ways to do this. The easiest way is just to navigate your mouse to the top of the screen and simply double-click. When you do this, you'll see that the parts of the page that were opaque before are now highlighted, and the pages that were not opaque before are now opaque. It simply revealed different parts of the template that you can use. Inside the case study, replacing the image is the same as before. Simply click on the gray box, double-click, and go to Change Picture. Under Project Location, Design Specifying Engineer, etc., you simply fill in the information that you want to fill in for your specific case study or project profile. Going back to the Design tab at the top, we can now close the header and footer once we're done with that part of the document. And that's it. You have totally customized a piece ready for the web, printing, or whatever else you want to use it for. I hope this video has helped, and thanks for watching.